Hey, what's going on, y'all? You tuned into the Attention to Orders podcast. I'm your host, Big Sarge. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, Big Sarge Sports with a Z at the end. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, Big Sarge Sports with a Z. Hey, make sure you go to me, get my hat right. For those of y'all watching me on live, I got to get my hat right. I need a new hat. Hey, look, for Groundhog's Day, wait, hold on, Ash Wednesday, Valentine's Day, President's Day, whatever next holiday coming up, can I get a hat? Can somebody give me a hat though? I need to give me a brand new cowboy hat. I need a brand new cowboy hat, so I'm gonna find me one. Y'all tell me where to go to get a good one from. Anyway, once again, you tune into the Attention Orders podcast. I'm your host, Big Sarge. On tomorrow, I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna go live because it's Jamila's birthday. Now, for the people that's new here, first time listeners, first time followers, first time viewers, Jamila is my late wife. She passed away in 2017 from colon cancer. And so tomorrow is her birthday. Now, I used to make a joke because the 12th of January is my birthday, and the 22nd of January is her birthday. I used to always say, can I have something by myself? The only day I get to share by myself is Father's Day. Every other holiday I got to share, or every other thing I got to share with you. I couldn't even have my own birthday month. Like my own birthday month. I couldn't even have my own birthday month. So yeah, so on tomorrow I will be coming on, and make sure you are following me on social media because I'm gonna pop up in the city or maybe outside of the city, and I'm going to be doing some things, some giveaways for her birthday. You might want to find out and track Big Sarge on tomorrow. Just a heads up, you might want to track me on tomorrow, January 22nd, 2021. Let me say that because then sometimes some of y'all will come back. Sarge, you remember when you had said what you had said? No. On tomorrow, January 22nd, 2021, I will be out in the streets. That's right, I said streets with a K. I mean, y'all let Charlemagne do it. Charlemagne get to say SK words, and he's a millionaire. How come I can't say SK words and be a dollaraire? Because I ain't got no but small amount of money. Anyway, I'm gonna jump right into this thing. I'm gonna jump right into it. On Wednesday, right? On Wednesday, January the 20th, the American citizens received a gift. President Joe Biden, and Madam Vice President Kamala Harris. That is the new administration that has taken over. And so I'm sitting there saying to myself as I'm watching, I mean, I see President Obama, I see former First Lady Michelle Obama. I see former President Bush willing to risk it all to throw it away because I feel like every time he sees Michelle Obama, he's like, I'm gonna throw it all away today. Laura, today I'm gonna throw it all away. Have you seen her? And she was like, I have. You know what? Let me not say that. So, I'm sorry. I meant to say this too. The Clintons were there. And so, everybody was there. And I'm saying to myself, it's a new regime. I liked it. I loved it. I love seeing everybody. I love seeing everybody. It's just a new time. It's a breath of fresh air. I feel like America is great again. Where have I heard that slogan before? I honestly and truly believe that America is great again on today. Started yesterday, but I feel like it's great again, but I could have swore I heard somebody else say that. I'm getting old, y'all. I be forgetting. I preface my statement by saying this. I don't even know. Let me just go ahead and do this. I don't even know how or where or when we got here. What am I doing? Here we go. Let me get that going. What am I looking for? Here it is. This is what I'm looking for. Bingo. Let me come back here. And I'm sharing my screen now. All right. For those of you all watching me live, you could see exactly what's on this screen. And this ain't no for play. This is for real. And for those of you all going to listen to the podcast, let me read this out to you. Felipe Marquez. Well, this is according to Newsweek.com. Felipe Marquez. Say that again. Felipe Marquez, rider who drove Tesla to DC, calls Capitol mob a Rosa Parks moment. Rioter should be domestic terrorist who drove Tesla to Washington, D.C., calls the Capitol mob, aka domestic terrorist, a Rosa Parks moment. A Florida man, let me close this. A Florida man is accused of taking part in the storming of the Capitol on January 6th, described the insurrection as like a Rosa Parks moment for him. Felipe Marquez of Coral Springs is accused of knowingly entering or remaining in any restricted building or grounds without lawful authority and violent entry and disorderly conduct on Capitol grounds following the violence in Washington, D.C. According to the FBI criminal affidavit, authorities were able to identify Marquez taking part in the attack after he posted several videos of himself at the scene onto the social media app Snapchat. Speaking to CBS Miami, Marquez admitted to being part of the mob that heard about the planned protest in the Capitol that day through the president. I thought y'all said the former president didn't have none. Anyway, Marquez also said he's seen a similarity between the insurrection, which left 5 people dead, and key civil rights moments. Marquez also said he sees a similarity between the insurrection, which left 5 people dead, and key civil rights moments. I read that again so you could just get the gist of it. This is like a Rosa Parks, like Martin Luther King moment for me. As long as I am peaceful and I can say, hey, let's all come together, I think that's the most important thing he said. Marquez said he doesn't believe he should face any charges because he wasn't violent and didn't do anything once inside the building. Let me go back and say this. This is like a Rosa Parks moment. I mean, this is like a Rosa Parks, like Martin Luther King moment for me. Hey, Mr. Marquez, I just got a quick question. Just one quick question, Mr. Marquez. Just one quick question. How in the hell is this like a Rosa Parks moment to you when Rosa Parks boycotted having to be put at the back of the bus? How is that like a Rosa Parks moment to you when Rosa Parks paid the fare that everybody else paid to get on the bus, but she couldn't sit anywhere she wanted to sit? She had to sit in the back of the bus. So how do you compare running up into the Capitol, running up into a federal building that you have no business being in? I don't care if you didn't touch a thing. You didn't have any business being in there. When the domestic terrorists stormed the building, you came right in there with them and you stormed it as well. How in the hell can you relate what you and the rest of the domestic terrorists did to like a Rosa Parks moment, like a Martin Luther King moment? I don't even care. Y'all know me. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Ever since I became an LLC, I think that I've actually stepped into my real true calling. And my real true calling is I don't really give a damn, really, what you think. Now, you know what? I've always felt that way, but now I can just say it. I don't really care what you think about me. I don't care if you follow me or not. But this is by far some of the dumbest shit I have heard since J-Lo tried to say she was black. Side note, when are we gonna have that conversation? When we gonna have that conversation that J-Lo's a culture vulture? Like, we never gonna have that conversation. We're never gonna have the conversation that J-Lo has been robbing the black community forever. We're not gonna have the conversation. No, nobody wants to. I'll have it by myself. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I digress. Mr. Marquez, how can you say that storming the Capitol building to cause harm and hurt and instill fear into our government elected officials was like a Rosa Parks moment? Maybe I got the wrong Rosa Parks. Can somebody tell me what? Maybe he meant Rosa Parks from, like, maybe he know a Rosa Parks from Florida, or maybe know a Rosa Parks that live in California, or maybe there's a Rosa Parks that live somewhere else. I don't have a clue. But I know that the Rosa Parks who was involved in the Montgomery bus boycott, the Rosa Parks who refused to sit at the back of the bus, that Rosa Parks is nothing similar to what you and the rest of those domestic terrorists did 2 weeks ago. Like a Martin Luther King moment? When have you ever? Martin Luther King stood for peace, nonviolence, and everything about what you all did on that day was violent. Nothing peaceful about it. 5 people died. You all attacked police officers. You were in search of government officials, elected government officials. And you trying to tell me that storming the Capitol is like a Rosa Parks Martin Luther King moment? Boy, stop. I thought y'all told me that 2021 was going to be different than 2020. Can help me out? Please, I'm asking and I'm begging. Somebody help me out. Hey, you know what it would have been like a Rosa Parks moment? If you'd have just peacefully protested on the outside of the Capitol, where they told you all, hey, you can protest right there. Your voice can be heard. That is your First Amendment right. Your voice can be heard. You have the right to protest right there. Right there. Right there. They told Rosa Parks, you got the right to protest. Just can't protest on the bus. Okay, so cool. They put off the bus, and then they had the bus boycott, and things changed. Which is really weird because black people love to sit at the back of the bus. That's another story for another time. I just don't get it. I don't get how you can equate nonviolence, how you can equate peace to anything that you domestic terrorists did on that Wednesday 2 weeks ago. 3 maybe? I can't remember. People died. People got hurt. People were in fear of their lives. You all caused a ruckus on domestic soil. You domestic terrorists ran up in there and tore up everything. Which is really weird because, you know, now that it's starting to come out, a lot of you all were so against the Black Lives Matter protests, but you don't see anything wrong with running up into the Capitol. I get it. That's your Rosa Parks moment, right? Got it. Like I said, maybe the Rosa Parks he's thinking about lives in Coral Springs. We'll be back. Hey, welcome back. You're tuned into the Attention to Artists podcast. I'm your host, Big Sarge. Hey, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Big Sarge Sports with a Z. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, Big Sarge Sports. Hey, Big Sarge Media on YouTube. If you ever miss anything, just go there. You can catch up on it there. I'm about to get ready to get up out of here, but before I do, For those of y'all who are looking, for those of y'all who are watching me live right now, I have something on the screen. For those of you all who are watching me, I have something on the screen right now. I'm not going to even say another word. I'm just going to play it for you.
A piece of information that you learned that feels illegal to know. I don't feel like it should be illegal, but it's shady. You go in your settings, go to your control center, and then you find little ear. Where you at? Right there. I missed it. I'll go back up to it. You push the plus sign. And then when you push the plus sign, it will go where your flashlight, your calculator, and all that is. And then you scroll down. And then you get to your little here, right there. You push it, and then click on. You can leave it in any room. You can listen to what anybody's saying at any time if your phone's in that room with just your earbud in. A piece of information that you learned that feels illegal to know.
I'm playing it one more time.
It should be illegal, but it's shady. You go in your settings, go to your control center, and then you find little ear. Where you at? Right there. I missed it. I'll go back up to it. You push the plus sign. And then when you push the plus sign, it will go where your flashlight, your calculator, and all that is. And then you scroll down. And then you get to your little here, right there. You push it, and then click on. You can leave it in any room. You can listen to what anybody's saying at any time if your phone's in that room with just your earbud in.
Yeah. Okay. I guess this is something that I definitely have to address. Rest in peace, Steve Jobs. But dear Steve Jobs, was this what you meant to happen when you left the technology of the iPhone? Is this what you meant your iPhone to be used for? Because it's bad enough that right now Mark Zuckerberg has tapped into my Facebook. It's bad enough that the CEOs of Twitter hacked into that, Instagram and hacked into that, TikTok then hacked into that. It's like it's bad enough that y'all already listen to everything that we say and everything that we do. Now you have added a device where you can listen to anything that you want to by just leaving your phone in the room. Just leaving the phone in the room. Now, you want to hear something funny? I heard a comedian say that when him and his ex-wife broke up, she started messing with another guy. And when the other guy started beating her up, she called him to come get her. And she says, well, let me tell you where I'm at. And he's like, you don't need to tell me where you at. I left an old iPhone in your glove compartment. That's like a tracking device. I know exactly where you're at. Which is smart. But now you're telling me that there's a way that I can go into my iPhone and become a spy, leave the phone in the room. Listen, I don't know how many of you all I've told this. I want to be a life lessons coach, not just a life coach. I want to be a life lessons coach because I feel like I've been through enough. I've had enough life lessons to be able to help others who have been through turmoil, stress, adversity, cheating, all that stuff. I want to be a life lessons coach. So here's the life lesson that you need to learn about what I just showed you, how the iPhone can become a listening device if it's left in the room. First thing is this. Let me speak to my black people right quick. Specifically, not pacifically, specifically my black men. First of all, you already knew this. Because you know your woman ain't going nowhere without a phone. So if you sitting there and her phone is right there, you're like, hey, come back. You left your phone. Because if it rings, I'm not going to answer it. Because the moment I answer your phone will be the moment you feel like you can answer my phone, and we're not having it. So black men already knew this. Like, no, I won't trust nothing. Side note, That's one of the reasons why some black men be going in the bathroom for so long. They be like, whatever I need to talk to my partner about, I'm gonna talk to him in here where I feel safe. And if you walk into the bathroom and see a phone on the counter, you ain't finna talk around that. Black people already know. When we see little foreign objects that they supposed to be where they supposed to be like, wait a minute. I know some black people that's gonna put tape over their cameras. Because they don't want to be involved in none of that stuff. Oh, no, you not finna tell me. Another side note. Oh, y'all, let me tell you this. Last night I was at the game, right? Last night I was covering the Rockets. And the guy came up to me and said, hey, bro, let me ask you a question. You see the big screen right there, right? I was like, yeah, I see the big screen. He was like, this gonna sound stupid to you, but follow me and you'll know where I'm going. He say, so when they put the pictures up on the big screen right there, right? That be coming on TV too? I was like, wait, what do you mean? He's like, when the camera be going through the stadium and it show up on the big screen there, do it show up on the TV as well? I was like, no, for the most part, it just shows up right there. For the most part, it's just on the screen inside of the stadium. And unless somebody's doing something crazy, then it'll go out to the national feed or whatever feed that they have that they're broadcasting to. And I said, so that's why. Oh, you here with you ain't supposed to be here with who you with, right? He was like, you feel me? I was like, I'm picking up what you're putting down, player. These are the type of things that we think about. So to look at that TikTok video and see that there is a device on your phone that will allow you to listen to other people's conversations, it's about to be a whole lot of breakups. It's about to be a whole lot of divorces. Because women are smart. Women are smarter than us. They will go out and go to like Cricket or Boost Mobile, Primeco. Primeco still around? Anyway, they'll go and they'll buy a throwaway phone. Only the real cheaters know what a throwaway is. So they'll buy a throwaway phone and strategically place it in the house just so they can listen to what you be doing when they ain't there. Like, I knew he was talking to that huzzy. Old people say huzzy. I can't believe this shit. iPhone has a app that turns your phone into a listening device where you ain't even got to just push recording. You just go in there and push the little button and you can listen to what everybody else has to say. I wish that was around when I was young. I could have probably heard Mila's kids talking so bad about me. And I needed that on record. So when I told them no, and this is why. You've been tuned into the Attention to Orders podcast. Make sure you are subscribed wherever you get your podcast from. I'm out.